I started the youth work journey reluctantly, partially on the recommendation of others who knew me well and were in ministry, and partially out of a need or desire to be activated in my Christian walk, to be useful. An idea that became very prominent whilst doing home study groups with missionaries. After a series of unusual events led to me being engaged as a youth worker while studying, I have been forced to reconsider what youth work means to me. For example, I thought a youth worker had to be super extroverted and awesome at sports, whilst always having the perfect advice on the tip of their tongues. I have learned that there is room and effectiveness for everyone who is willing to have a go. I have learned that it is more about being genuine, positive, and interested, more so than being an extreme personality. Being non-judgmental, calm, and reliable is worth more than rockstar status. Being myself, despite that being a bit unique for my demographic, and being unapologetic for that, is plenty of street cred to gain approachability. At first I found the job overwhelming, being conscious of the pressure of study, deadlines, and reports, plus paperwork, plus meetings, times 3 for 3 schools, but I have learned some better strategies to get the most done I can and to be content with that, whilst pushing where possible for the time to get all these requirements met, without losing myself and the reason I am here. I have had to take the time to switch off and remember to put work down in order to spend some time with my own family. Otherwise, I will be expending my energy on paperwork and lose my own family whilst trying to help other people with theirs. There are only 24 hours in a day, and 6 or 7 of them need to be spent sleeping. Theory, whilst it can seem exhaustive in the early stages, is essential for developing strategies and understanding based on wider consideration of people and how to engage with and be supportive of their various needs and desires in order to be effective as learning the guidelines around the legal requirements of youth work, such as confidentiality and mandatory reporting, and some options for implementation, has been strangely liberating due to having that knowledge specifically of where the boundaries are and what is expected around various circumstances, so that I don't get myself or others into trouble or awkward situations. Some of the PD I have done has seriously altered my way of interacting with others and my own self-awareness. Another concept that has seriously cemented itself in my youth work is the pooch model. It has revolutionized my pastoral conversations. Having that guideline in the back of your mind has made it easier to talk to people in general. Conversation flows as I am not relying on my own conversational ability, but rather prompting others to speak and self-direct their conversation just by answering the questions. I find I am naturally starting to think in that same format, so the model creeps into most of my conversation, even at home. For the practice area of my youth work, I was aware going into it that I needed to build a repertoire of games and purpose-filled activities to be able to run at a moment's notice. I have integrated the A2B kit with some good use, as there are many activities that can be delivered in the classroom, and I have integrated the A2B kit with some good use, as there are many activities that can be delivered in the classroom and tied in with the school's weekly well-being focus. They are also fun and have no need of props. I have recently completed rock and water training, which I will be integrating throughout my practice, as it can be delivered as a program for sure. However, there are a bunch of activities that could be used as standalone activities to bolster youth self-confidence or resilience, or to deal with bullies quickly and with self-preservation, all of which could be shown through standalone techniques that produce the wow moment in the learner. I have also found that helping at our youth on Friday I have also found that helping out our youth on Friday nights is a fountain of youthful games and activities, some of which I have taken and modified for different settings. They have aided in my development of group work greatly. Attending the intensive was very influential to me, not only because I learned a bunch of excellent games and activities, but also because I was able to be forced out of my preconceived notion of what I could do. As I saw it at the time, I was able to see, by virtue of having to participate, that I was capable of running groups, directing activities, and following the concepts of youth work that were being displayed. This gave me the confidence boost to push for and attend rock and water program training, even though I am just starting my second term as a chappie. This program had a lot of truth threads woven through it and produced the same wow moments that I had experienced in the training. With people, I have shown bits and pieces of it too. The concept of being grounded and centered is the focus of this, and it has shown itself to be extremely useful for instant mind control and body awareness. There also was some discussion of differences between males and females, how they communicate, and so on, that I am excited to put into my schools. I would not have entertained this 6 weeks ago. Two things that are important aspects of self-care. One important aspect is to leave work at work. This has proven impossible so far, given how much study and paperwork there is alongside my roles as chaplain and as a husband and father. However, I hope this will settle down as I get further into the journey. Another aspect of self-care for me is to ensure I have a good connection to the source. I find the pressure ramps up even more if I skip seeking God early in the morning. Two things that make me vulnerable. One is definitely having a lack of skills and experience. I recognize the expectations of school and community. However, I feel that I am running to try to catch up with the meaning. Time is vulnerability for me. I am not excellent at managing it, so I find that there is just not enough hours in each day, leaving me doing a lot of rush jobs and with no time to ponder and research, let alone self-care. If you've watched this far, thank you for watching.